My shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your key. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young.
Shit ice cold, Trey Young.
My shit ice cold, Trey Young. And you know I wear my heart on my sleeve. You hitting all the reads. Pack your shit like you finna leave. I go and hide your keys. Put you in position to win. Bless you without a sneeze. Bust you down in all the VV. Yeah, we was getting cheap. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young. Overplay my part, I can't breathe. I feel the pain in my lungs. I thought we really was one. My heart cold like Trey Young.
Shit ice cold, Trey Young.
What's going on, family? It's your dog in the building. Demond, We Talk Hawks TV. We Talk Hawks daily live. Listen, let me tell y'all straight up front. Straight up. I'm in the garage. Okay? So, hey, we're going to get some more Sarr talk, man. Some more Trey talk. And we just vibing tonight. We just vibing. Let me get the shout outs and then I'm gonna drop the link. We got the homeboy Foot in the building with us. Good OG Foot.
What it is, man? You back from your trip, man? How was your trip? Little quick getaway. Except your ass being online all the time.
Vegas, dog, man.
Vegas.
That's what's up. Yeah. I came up on a little bit of change from the slots.
Okay, that's what's
and
up.
Whatnot, but besides that, man, it was cool because you know Vegas only a plane ride for me. Vegas only 2.5 hours away.
Oh yeah,
that's a quick, easy, cheap trip as far as the plane flight. You know what I mean? We stayed at the Venetian. You know,
hey, Venetian, where it's at, bro? That's my favorite spot out there, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah. Say less.
Oh man, hold up. The homeboy Craig said, not the Illmatic 2-Stat. Yeah, you know, Nas my favorite rapper, dog. My son got this for me for my birthday. But let me get the salutes going on, man. Shout out and salute to everybody who been tapping in with us. Who we got with us tonight? Salute to Mike in the building, Tanju in the building, my guy, Sports and Society, OG Foot, Kool-Aid in the building. Salute RJ in the building. Who else up in here? White Mike in the building. Salute White Mike up in here. The young homeboy Harold B in the building. Salute to the homeboy SS. Salute to Phil. Salute to Carl in the building. The homeboy Darren in the building. Tap in with me if you fucking with us tonight, man. Almighty in the building. Salute. Daniel in the building. Salute. Craig in the building. Salute. Mo Beezy. That homeboy Markeith in the building. That young boy Southside in the building. Yo, let's get to rapping, man. Let me go and drop the link, man. Y'all know my motto. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Okay? Salute to the homeboy Cujo. But remember this. I'm not the one who take up all your time. I'll be done. But you know how we get on this channel, man. Catch on back and forth. Salute to the homeboy Ezra in the building. Giovanni in the building. That's crazy. I was just listening to payroll Giovanni in the car. Salute to the homeboy Marion in the building. Mike in the building. What's good, family? Y'all tap in, man. They go to link. Tap in, gang.
Hey, pin that link, Damon. Pin it.
All right. Let me pin this real quick. My bad, guys.
How do you pin it anyway?
Oh, you got to go to the actual YouTube page. Where it's
okay, okay, gotcha.
So I got to go straight to the actual live on the YouTube channel, and then I just mute it, and then when I see what I want to pin, you just highlight it. You're gonna see 3 dots to the right, and then you just pin it. Boom. Which there we go. Boom. So we got the link pinned at the top. Okay. Ketchup said, y'all fools get your mind right. What was wrong with our mind earlier today?
Exactly.
Hawk's gonna trade the pick for Ingram. You know that ain't happening, Finesse.
That ain't happening. That pick ain't.
No, that ain't happening. I know. Y'all
I
know Cats want us to fuck this pick up. We ain't fucking it up.
I will put money. I will put money up saying the Hawks ain't finna trade that pick. Whatever happened up after that, I can't put no money up.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I don't know if you was on earlier, but I put it on Twitter. If the Hawks draft anybody not named Sarr at number 1, I'm gonna be in a Fulton County jail, bro.
You coming down here?
I'm coming down. I'm gonna bring.
Right, you gonna be on right street? I got you, bum.
Down there, I'm gonna go to the grocery store. I'm gonna buy a ton of tomatoes, and I'm gonna go wherever the Hawks office is at. I'm gonna go there and start throwing tomatoes at the building.
Don't worry, I pick you up at Rice Street. Don't worry, I got you.
Shit. Listen, guys. Giovanni, listen to me. I don't care if he beat. I'm not getting Eddie, bro. Eddie, whatever his name. I'm not getting him. We getting Sarr, dog.
I saw what I need to see doing games. Forget all that measurements and drills and bullshit.
We are getting Sarr. So y'all can go kill that all that other talk, man. Y'all can kill that. We not getting off that pick, bro. I mean, there's nobody out there to go get with the pick anyway. Who you gonna go get that's gonna make us a number? That's gonna make us a championship team? Nobody.
Yep.
Shit. They go to the link. Yeah, come on, Bryce. Come on, tap in, my guy. The link is pinned at the top, man. Y'all come tap in, man. We chilling tonight, dog. We just chilling.
Y'all, y'all go smash. Don't forget to smash that like button now. Come on now.
Yeah, hit that like button. I know some people missed out on some people missed out on the show we did this afternoon.
Yeah, I was listening. I just couldn't get on. I was listening.
Yeah, I said, let me go live again. If anybody missed it, they want to say so. Finesse. We getting Sarr, my guy.
Come on.
We getting Sarr. I don't care about the other dude. How you say his name? Rish. How you say his name, man? I don't even know how to say that dude name, man.
Ricochet, some bullshit.
You're getting Sarr, bro. I don't understand why y'all even thinking about anything else. Only thing I'm supposed to draft night is Sarr. That's it. I don't care who we get. Oh hell, do we even got a second round pick? I don't even think we got a second round pick this year. But
I think that's it, bro.
That's it, bro. We getting Sarr.
Unless we get that 4th and 8th from San Antonio.
Man, I'm not trading trade, man. You better kill that noise, dog.
Hey, it's his method.
Why y'all, bro? I can't. Not with Sarr here, man.
Come on, listen to me. You remember I first said this shit the same day, right? Everybody looking at me crazy, and that folks talking about it. I not trade because I can't stand his ass. It's trade because of the value that he has, and they need a point guard. So let's finesse those 2 picks and some other shit assets back from San Antonio. That will see we're in the position to make this team much better quickly, right? With those assets, because we ain't got nothing for the rest of the next few years.
Hey, who agree with Foot, man? Does anybody in the chat agree with what Foot saying? Foot
saying them hearts. It's business. It ain't personal.
Right, but I'm saying.
Yeah.
Better.
4th and 8 plus something else from San Antonio.
It was gonna be 4-8. Keldon Johnson.
No, forget Keldon Johnson. I want
to make the money work. You gotta make the money work.
Yeah, we gotta make the money work. All right, them do whoever.
Yeah, so Trey is at 40 million, so they got to get up close to the salary.
Yes, I get it.
Hold up, my bad. I dropped the wrong link. My bad, guys. Here we go. Boom.
Marion, it's not personal, bro. It's business. We have never been in this position to make this team better quick.
There go the link right there, man. We chilling tonight, man. Y'all come tap in, bro. We in the garage tonight, man. Chilling. We getting salt, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all, right, bro. We better grab Sarr.
Look. The problem is Trey ain't working, right? As good as he is, he ain't working with this. We don't need no small ass guy that's scoring all the damn points. Right?
But you still need the talent. Put nobody around them.
Man, I don't want to hear that bullshit, man. Everybody keep talking about put somebody around him.
It's no way in hell that I'm Trey, bro. I'm not moving Trey, right? I can't do it.
Unless Trey change his game, he need to be gone. But hold on.
I can't do it, bro.
Take that away. This is why Stammer said real quick. If you can get right now, the trade is valuable to San Antonio. I'm talking to San Antonio right now. I'm not talking about trading for nobody else. If we want to trade, let's trade him for them 2 picks from San Antonio.
Why are you trading him?
Huh?
Why would you trade him right now? Bryce, you got to talk some sense into this man, bro.
What's up, Bryce?
Talk some sense into Foot, man. Bryce, Darian, Kool-Aid, y'all hear this man?
Y'all ain't getting me, man. Go ahead, Bryce.
Foot, why do you want to, like, I guess what I'm asking him, how do you want him to play?
Okay, all right, take that out. This deal I'm talking about is strictly to give us assets and to be able to do a lot of stuff real quick. Trade for another superstar or whatever. Because we looked up and got that number that number 1 pick, this gives us options to make this team better now and in the near future. That's how I'm looking at it. Take Trey out, take the name Trey out of it. I'm just looking at where we at and what we have and going forward. Does that make sense?
Even if they did it with DeJounte, you'd be okay. Like, as long as we get assets back.
Hey, if they're willing to give up that 4th and 8th, hell yeah.
Okay.
So see, that's what I'm saying. If we go ahead and get Sarr,
you want to get the Sarr pick back. That's what you think.
I'm saying, but we get Sarr and that 4th and 8th, I'm with it. So we can keep it. That's what I'm saying. We're at a point to where we got lucky at number 1. We get the 4th and 8th. We can do a lot of movement.
You think that San Antonio would give up the 4th and 8th?
Huh?
You think they would give their 4th pick and the 8th pick for Trey?
Shit, hey, you know your boy Wimby don't told their ass beginning of the season. I mean, in mid-season about what? Hey, look, y'all better do something. He started at mid-season.
I know. I saw a comment. Well, I can pull it up and show you. It was an intrigue that Wimby made an intrigue comment in an interview that he intrigued to play with.
Marion. My bad, bro. I didn't even see.
Intrigued to play with Trey. That's what Wimby said. Now he pushing the issue to play with Trey.
Hey, I need that 4th and 8th, whether it's DeJounte or Trey.
Bryce, you got to talk some sense into that man, Bryce.
So hold on. Let me say this now. If we don't trade San Antonio with San Antonio, then all bets may be off.
But see, this is the thing right here. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna let y'all say. We already got suckered in by San Antonio on getting DJ with the losing those picks. Man, I'm gonna tell you, Pop be working us like be working what in name and Landry. And
I understand. Ain't worry about that. I'm just talking about going forward right now.
Now I'm gonna tell you, if he do that, he's gonna be working us like a fine-tuned comb again to get Trey.
If we give us a 4th and 8th, you don't lost your mind. And that's man
down the road trying to get to a championship, and Wimby and Trey gonna be over there and got 2 or 3 before you look around.
They fit.
Yeah, but why we want to get them Trey Young so they can win championship?
No,
well, we can keep a
better place to compete.
Sarr, and to have a chance to win a championship with Trey, Sarr, and JJ.
Bro, if Trey, I'm gonna say this again, like me and Mike keep saying, Trey Young cannot be the best player and high score on his team.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Trey Young was drafted. How long it took Trey Young to get to the Eastern?
I don't care about all that. Kool-Aid, I don't care about all that.
Did it take? Now answer the question. How long did it take?
No, and I don't care.
Okay,
no
problem. You don't care.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you don't care at all. First, you ran out Harper too. You the one who ran out Harper too.
Listen.
You said you wanted to Harper. You said you didn't want to give Harper.
Who?
Hey, White Mike, come on up here, White Mike.
You didn't want to give Harper
crazy, man.
A max contract.
I sure did.
Okay,
hey, hold up, man. Hold up.
Superstar, man. Hey, you want the contract. What off our superstar?
Hold up,
Kool-Aid. Don't get it twisted.
Don't worry. Bryce about to get him right, man. Bryce, hey, if y'all don't know, holla at my guy Bryce.
All right, come on, Bryce. What you got, Bryce?
What's up, Bryce?
Holla at my guy Bryce on YouTube and Twitter, and I don't know what other socials you got there, Bryce. Bryce is a real reporter, y'all. he's not one of us. He's a real reporter.
What you gotta say, Bryce?
Don't ask that man nothing crazy. No, he can't answer.
I seen Bryce come up. He probably sent me hit a couple comments in there.
Hey, real quick, Bryce. Real quick. Did Matt hit you up? Did Matt hit you up?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So obviously, I see.
He talking about trade and trade, man. What Foot talking about, Bryce?
I see where we are. I see people are talking about it. Debates are going up and down about it. My side is that I am not a trade person. That's my stance. But that's just more because I feel like there's different ways. There's different ways.
You broke up. What's your stance?
I said I'm not a trade person.
Okay.
And it's just because I feel like there's different ways we can really go about this here. And it's not saying that your way is wrong. It just depends on what way do we want to get to success and how we want to have the team be successful. Because, I mean, realistically, I've seen a bunch of trade ideas out there. I mean, that we've seen the Spurs potential package from that. One thing I've said about that is one of the biggest issues that you have is that with the draft not being that good, how valuable are those picks to teams? If this was next year's draft class, then it's like, okay, we can move these picks for a higher level player because people feel like, oh, we can get some really good players in this class. I don't think somebody's going. If we get the 4th and the 8th for Trey, and then we try to trade it for a superstar, they're gonna be like, okay, so we're gonna get what Reed Shepard. No offense to him, but like he's not like a game changing player for anybody. He may look at him as a good role player, maybe a starter in this league, which is fine. But that's why I've always kind of been like, I'm not a fan of the pick thing just because of the draft class we are in. If we were in one of those draft classes, then there could be more consideration behind it just because it's like, all right, these definitely have more value.
So can I say something? Let me make it clear for everybody, right? You don't like the trade name, and somebody asking me, I don't give a damn if it's Trey or DJ. If San Antonio is willing to give me 2 picks, those 2 that 4th and 8th for Trey or DJ, I don't care. Switch a name, right? That's my point. So number two, huh?
You ain't gonna get that from Murray.
In this draft, you may. They may in this draft.
Murray.
But listen what I'm saying. Hold on, let me finish. Listen what I'm saying. Because they need a point guard, and because Wemby popping off over there, putting pressure on them, this is why I'm saying strike while the irons are hot, right? So number 2, who said that we had to trade those picks, right? Number 3, everybody keep talking about this down draft. We've heard that story before. Every draft, no matter who is ranked, whatever, it's all opinionated. It's based on opinion, right? So you don't know what you're going to get because some of the best players come late in the draft, right? So it's all a crapshoot. You throw something against the wall, see if it sticks. That's all it is to it. So you can't say it's a down draft or it's not nothing. This is just speculation based on what people think and how they rank. So we won't find out till 5 years later, 4 or 5 years later, right? Go ahead, John.
Hey, good evening, gentlemen. Brycey, you're a journalist?
Sir.
Okay, now, Brycey, what is the impression around the league of the Atlanta Hawks ownership group in front office. And if you can't say without laughing, don't say nothing. Just turn
Trash.
your
I
head.
helped him out. Trash. But go ahead.
Just turn your head. See what he doing. See what he doing. Go ahead, Bryce. If you can say it now. If you can't, just say you taking a fifth. Do the Dave Chappelle and take the fifth.
I mean, the thing about that is I'm not likely enough to truly note that. All I can do is scale off of interactions and off of reports that we've all seen. I mean, with Landry and them being newer, I guess I'm sure they don't have the greatest reputation right now, just based off how everything's gone. And so I don't know how that's impacting negotiations. I don't know how that's impacting different things. They have been able to keep some guys here. So in terms of maybe player, front office ownership relationship, it seems fine. We'll see what happens with Trey. But overall, I think, it's one of those things where we really won't know, I feel like, till the start, basically till this offseason, really, and see where things go. Because, I mean, we may all hate Landry, but he may be very well respected in circles. And, and they're thinking about things differently than where we're thinking about things. And then that's why, even though we may not agree with everything that's happened, it may be for a greater good down the line, whatever that is. Now, from my perspective about front office, my biggest issue with them is that they give no clarity. I don't know what they want to do, what the direction is, what we're trying to do. Last season, we're talking postseason at the beginning of the season, middle of the season, we talk about doing it the right way and developing our players. And I'm like, what? Like, when did that change? When did the mission change? And I hate that he doesn't give a clarity, because I'm not saying you got to tell me, all right, we want to make it to the finals this year. Well, every team would want to make it to the finals if they could. What I want to know is, okay, we are taking this season seriously. We want to make the postseason. We want to make a run. Then we'll see where we are. If you guys remember the 2021 year when we signed Gallinari and all those things, all the reports coming out said wrestlers said we're trying to win. That's why we signed these creators. We had a direction going into the season. I haven't heard a direction ever since the rebuilding years, a direction since. And so I feel like, the same thing we want is the same thing probably Trey wants when he has these conversations that he's having with the Hawks right now, is like, tell me what is the deal? What is the plan? Are we competing? Are we trying to make the postseason? You look at the Eastern Conference this year thinking, I'm sitting here saying the Knicks or the Pacers got to make it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
That's crazy.
So, it's like, he's looking at, if this is what the East might be, obviously it changes year by year. Why are we not competing to get up there? Because it's not like these guys it's not like we have this outside of Boston. It's not like we have just this teams just like, oh, wow, we are so far away from those teams. We cannot compete with those teams. It's going to take years. You get the right players, get the right pieces, you'll be able to compete with the Indianas of the world, Knicks of the world, because they have flaws too. It's just most of the East got flaws.
A trade at the right time could have changed. One or two trades could have made a difference with our team. Just like with Knicks and the way the Celtics did. One or two trades, whether at the beginning of the year or mid-year, could have made a difference with our team.
But this is the problem. This is the problem.
What's the problem, John?
I said it, and I said it before, and I'm saying it again. These jokers are not the ones that you send to the used car lot by themselves. These people do not know how to pick talent. I wouldn't send them to the farmer's market to get a watermelon, because they wouldn't know how to thump and hear what type of watermelon to get. These jokers, they disgust me.
John.
And the bad part about it, the way that they came to power is gonna bite them in their behind the same way it did the Spirit Group when they shafted that car dealer out of the host. You remember that?
Yeah.
See,
but John, listen to me.
It's the same thing.
John.
Yes, sir.
This, and anybody, if y'all think I'm off, let me know. They cannot mess this up. There's only one guy to get. Bruh, listen to me. If they don't pick Sarr, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get on a plane. I'm gonna come to Atlanta. I'm gonna buy as many tomatoes as I can. And I'm gonna find out where that Hawks office is at, and I'm gonna start throwing tomatoes at that office.
RJ, man, where you been?
Man, what's going on, man? Work's been crazy, man. It's been crazy.
Man, oh,
You
work.
blurry
Oh,
something,
man, I haven't
What
done
kind of
that
camera?
in a while.
What kind of camera you got?
You
Oh,
trying to
that
block
joke
the
is-
background? We know you laying in the bed again.
Hey, man,
What you got going on,
Look like
man?
it's raining.
Why your camera all blurry?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, let me fix that. Hold on. Let me
Okay,
fix
I
that.
know
Hey,
you're trying
you know
to hide
you
something.
always
If you're
say,
trying to
RJ,
if you're trying to hide something,
wipe that lens
just,
off,
hey,
RJ.
just wink
RJ,
one
wipe-
time.
wipe
If you're
that
trying to hide
lens off.
something, we won't ask you nothing else.
Just
Hey,
wipe
since
that lens off, RJ.
Since we
Don't
got the
cast
number
out
one,
no
since we
camera.
got the number one pick,
Just
do
wipe
y'all
that
think the
lens off
clock
a
is
little
set up
bit.
on Landry?
Say what now?
Well, it depends on how you look at it, right?
Well, hold on,
And
what was the
see,
question?
and see, this was
Since we got the number one pick, do you think the clock is being sped up on Landry?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
No, the clock is already gone on Landry. I
No,
don't
Well,
get
the clock
it's
is
in hyperdrive
going.
now.
The clock
It's
is
hyperdrive
going
now.
because Trey Young is putting pressure on the front office now.
Well,
That's why that clock is speeding up,
okay.
right? So I'm gonna
Now-
ask you this. I'm gonna ask y'all this: Bryce, Marion, and John and RJ. Because I asked the other three. Oh, and Foot, because you weren't there earlier. But I asked this question. Let me hear what your response is. Trey, you the GM. Trey Young walks up to you and says, "I need you to trade that number one pick and get me somebody, or I want to be traded." What is y'all response?
You want me to go first?
It don't matter. Go ahead.
So I'm gonna say it like this: based off history, fuck out of here. Number one, you don't got 3 coaches fired. Cause 2, however many we had, right? It was apparent there was issues, right? Also, right, you wanted DJ here. So you table dance to get DJ here. That's your making, right? So why I'm gonna trust you
Campaign
to
to
tell
keep
me
Clint here too.
that too. So why am I gonna trust this dude right now? As a GM, for me, I guess I'm old school. For me, bruh, I listen to you, but I'm gonna make my decision. You know, because Trey ain't that much of a superstar like people keep saying for me to bend over for him.
Okay, what you got on that, Bryce? Trey Young walked up to you and said, I need GMB, I need you to trade this pick. Go get me somebody who can help me win right now.
I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with him. I'm like, listen, I feel like we have a vision. I think we can keep this pick and still build a competitive team. I would offer my plan to him. If it's something you're not on board with, then we will proceed with whatever we feel like the next move should be here, which is if he feels like that is leaving, then that obviously it's something I'm not going to want to do. And obviously, you know, he has like 2 years left for a player option. So it's not like we're in a, man, we got to trade him now situation. So so the Hawks have leverage in that regard. But, you know, we'll look into it. Obviously, it could be a situation where we continue to remain in dialogue. I hope to remain in dialogue with him. Maybe change his mind. If not, we'll try to find the best deal, but I'm not just going to take any deal. And then that's when we can start getting into, all right, what type of packages can we get for him, et cetera, et cetera. Because I feel like that's the thing. I'm sure there's been multiple times a star goes up to him, okay, we need to do this. No, this is our plan. If you don't like it or you don't want to give it a chance, then we can look into it. But if not, we can look into, you know, trading you. And then, like I said, you keep the dialogue up with that player. And then sometimes you're able to convince them to be like, all right, I'll see it through. Like, I don't know. I've always gotten a feeling from him that he just wants to know if we're going in the direction of being competitive. And if I can just lay up a competitive plan for him, I think he's willing to give it one more year and see it through.
Can I put a little twist on that since that was the question?
You already hold up, Kool-Aid, because you already answered the question. I'm trying to get
who got the question who got
Marion and John and RJ. You already answered the question.
No, I just want to put a twist on it.
I heard you early.
He can go ahead, whoever wanted to say something. I just want to put a twist
on
it.
Put your twist on it real quick, Kool-Aid.
Okay. So what he in there, he say, I talked to a certain person and I talked to Kevin Durant and we have come to a decision that Kevin Durant want to come play here. And he said, let's trade this number one pick for Kevin Durant.
Okay, we'll use Kevin Durant, for example. I can tell you, for me, I'm gonna say, get the fuck out of my office. What you got on that, Marion? Trey Young walk into you, say, I need you to trade that number one pick for old ass KD.
Not at all. Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing you did. I'm telling him to get out of my office. Here's the thing. This pick represents possibly the next 10 years of the Hawks. and in terms of what we can have in terms of having a dominant big man.
Facts.
So for that reason, if Trey comes and says that he wants to be traded, or if we can't bring anybody in for that pick, then I'm gonna have to let Trey go. We're gonna have to trade Trey and see what we can get for him. It's because at the bottom line, you got to run the organization, not cater to one player. And that's the bottom line. Now, the other thing is, yeah, we do value Trey. He is a big part of the organization, but when he doesn't want to be here anymore, we gotta let him go.
What's up, John? Trey walk up to you and say, I need you to trade this pick for KD. What's your response?
Boy, if you don't get out my face.
That's it, right?
I mean, now, you know, I have never been a person that will sit up here and let anybody come and tell me what the dog gonna do.
I know
and
that's right.
I'm going to be held responsible for the success or the failure of the team. I will take suggestions. I do not take orders. And you will play either here or wherever the hell it is you're going to play until we get through with you, because your ass belong to me. You belong to me. Okay? Now, you can go out there and dog it or act like you don't have good sense. These fans here that were supporting you will turn on you. They will turn on you. So, hey, I wouldn't be, man, shoot. I wouldn't worry nothing about Trae Young coming up here trying to tell me what he want me to do and all that type of stuff. Man, you can go to the hottest part of hell.
What you got on that, RJ?
Hey, man, it's simple for me, man. I manage 25 people at my job. Bro, stay in your place. You here to play basketball. I'm here to run the team. That's it. Hey, I understand. Hey, listen, I want you to play basketball. Let me handle the team.
Hey, RJ, real quick. I got to say this, man, because this is so funny to me. RJ, remember when you came on the show and you were so mad at John Collins? Remember that?
Bro, I still think about that, man. I was so glad. I'm so glad that he is gone. Bruh, you don't
My
even
bad.
know.
I had every time he come up here, man, I play that in my head, man. My bad.
Hey,
I'm
man,
sorry.
listen,
My bad.
Just
My bad.
speaking on that John Collins situation, bro. When your teammate is on the ground, bro, and you go over there and shake the other man's hand that just threw your man on the ground, you have lost all respect.
Oh, that was
you have lost all
hilarious.
respect.
What's
John
good,
Collins has lost
show?
all respect.
What's up?
It's,
Sparrow.
it is what it is, man. It is what it is, man.
What's going on?
It is what it is.
Ready to get
Starlana.
started.
I ain't even gonna front, bro. I haven't seen, bro. We haven't been in the news like this in a long ass time, bro.
That's why we need to take advantage of the opportunity, man. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, bro.
Why the irons are hot.
I'm not moving Trae Young right
Hey,
now.
man, Trey up out of here, bro. He
You
gone.
ain't got to defend yourself,
Let's
Fred.
go ahead and get what we can get from him and keep it moving.
Hey,
This
did
is
you
the
ask
Atlanta
Joe-
Hawks.
Did you
As
ask
said,
Joe that
Lamar,
question?
It's about the logo. Forget all this.
It is,
player
but you need good players to win.
I know.
So, Foot, you think
smart players, smart coaches? Absolutely.
Foot, you think DeJounte Murray is a better championship piece than Trae Young easily?
Trey is a better player than DeJounte. Trey is that's goes without saying. So you keep.
Hey,
talking about
let me ask this.
Hold on, let me finish this. What I'm talking about, what Trae Young is doing, is not a fit for this team, right? We can't have a ball dominant, high scoring guy on the team to be the point guard. Me and Mike keep telling y'all that you can't be a point guard and be the highest scorer on this team and be so damn ball dominant. That's period. That's nothing against him and his performance and how good he is. It ain't gonna work.
How you feel about Jalen Brunson shooting 37 times tonight?
Jalen Brunson ain't winning either.
Well, I'm just
Somebody need to.
I ain't worried about
Somebody
that.
need to.
I'm not worried
Somebody
about
need to.
Brunson.
Somebody else need to
talking
score
about
more
who we
points.
have.
Then
We talking about who the Hawks have. See,
There
y'all
you
keep
go.
talking about
Hey,
I
hey,
don't
hey.
care about that play. I'm talking about who
There
somebody
you
else
go.
need to score more points.
Hey,
There
Star,
you go.
Atlanta, I agree with you, man.
I've been telling y'all,
You
see,
don't have
Trae
anybody
Young
else.
has been
Hey,
forced
real quick.
into this
Hey,
role.
real quick. for our guest Bryce. We have
Where Bryce at? Oh, he over in the corner.
We have
Okay.
got disorganized confusion that goes on the open panel.
Hey man, it's just folk at the bar. We just at the bar.
Yeah, I forgot to tell them how we do it. So when we do the
Hey.
open, it's not moderated. It's just get in where you fit in. Just you know, like we at the barber shop.
Yeah. Hey,
So that's why you see us
look,
talking over each other sometimes.
yeah. And when you see folk eyebrows go down like that, don't pay that no attention. They just
Hold
stroke
on,
it.
Damon.
Yes.
Can you? I know we talking about the Hawks right now, but can we get a little hating in here? I like to do some hating.
Go ahead. Oh, hate.
Hate. The next person who interrupt me is getting shot. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Chappelle. I sent you a tweet. I need you to show it to the panel.
All right.
We out here hating. Hate. We got Kevin O'Connor on our like smiting my haters, man. It's a beautiful day.
Hold on.
It's a beautiful day, man. I sent it. Oh, I sent it to our group chat.
It's in the group chat?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold up. I'm about to share it right now.
Just a little hate, man. Just a little hate. Just a little bit. You know.
You on that BS?
Pascal.
Let me see what you did.
Pascal, bro. What happened? I thought you was going to play with the best point guard in the East, bro. What? Kevin O'Connor's cooking. I never thought I'd say that. I'd say that.
Hey, y'all the one wanted Pascal so much.
I did, because he would have been playing with a real point guard. He would have been playing with a real point guard, not a. Hold on.
Siakam was not worth tearing this team up for.
I agree with that.
I try to tell y'all. Hey, it's just basketball. What I always say, y'all don't listen to me one day. Y'all listen to this old head.
But you know, he wanted to play with a dilly dallyer around the perimeter. He'd just be dilly dallying. You know?
Yeah, because that afflicted shot he got.
That's why
blocked.
Bro, that's why I got so mad when Halliburton up there crip walking, dancing on our court. That's why I was like, I wanted somebody to go over there and slap shit out of him.
I knew it was fake.
But we didn't have anybody to defend him. We didn't have nobody to defend him. That afflicted shot he got.
What you mean? DeJounte Murray was there doing the Lord's word.
Oh, that's a low ad. That's a low shot right there. That's
real low.
That's a low blow.
Real low show.
That's a
he
low
was
blow.
out there
That's a low blow.
Lockdown on him.
That's a low blow.
Had him singing like Akon, man. Had him singing like Akon.
This is what we talking about.
Even if Murray gave up 50, the rest of the bum ass team gave up 100 points.
Exactly.
Because the Pacers average 150 against us.
And they had open threes as usual.
Yeah, but not when Star Atlanta comes to Star Atlanta.
Well, this is the thing. They shoot over the Hawks, whether the Hawks are in their face or not.
We ain't gonna be short no more, dog.
No, well, I don't know.
Point guard.
No Diddy pause after that. No Diddy and a pause.
The reason they just
I don't trust these
they play
people.
the way we want to play because they have the athletes and they have.
I don't trust these people. I got to wait and see what.
Let me tell you something. And then I'm gonna tell you something, John.
I'm sorry.
And then they better hope. They better pray to God. They better pray to God that Moji don't even turn into a damn role player.
Hey man, watch out, bro. That Moji
we definitely gonna be running some shit at people now.
Oh,
I keep telling y'all, man, it's time for these young guys to play. Now with them injuries, you saw a lot what you need to do, what you needed. And then
I agree.
When Vic was out there on defense,
hey, you know what I was thinking?
Look, bro, it's basic. It's just basketball.
Bryce. Let me ask you this: with the do we even think about bringing back Vic Krejci?
Yeah, I think that's the plan. You want to give him to a 4-year extension? I don't know what that looks like. Probably won't be a lot, but it's something.
That's the one thing that was kind of clear about.
Just talk over from Bryce.
Vic can guard 1 through 4.
So
Vic can guard 1 through 4. So I mean, he technically he's technically a guard by trade, but can play as a wing. So I think with that type of versatility, which I think has been the main issue with this team, is that defensively they've always had one position defenders. They need more versatility defenders who can guard multiple positions. So you got to keep Vic because he can guard literally 1 through 4.
That's why I bid at my 2, man.
3.5. Yeah.
Hey,
So
Bryce, I
Talk
have a
about how
question.
you distribute the ball, though. Talk about how Vic distribute the ball too. Now,
Hey, but here's my thing
Yeah.
with Vic, though, man. I want to know about his shooting because it seems like he's very reluctant at times to shoot.
He just not a score first player. He'll
it.
make the right play type of guy.
He's
Right.
guard Boris Diaw, and that's okay.
That's all right.
It's okay.
Yeah, that's
Too bad
I mean
we-
that's
too bad
fine. But I mean,
too
if
bad
you're
we-
playing
too
the
bad
two,
we-
if you're playing my shooting guard, I mean,
Yeah,
I
but like
we
you're
didn't have Spurs Boris Diaw.
you're focused too much on the shooting guard being a guy who shoots a bunch of threes. Like you
well,
don't.
not necessarily doesn't have to shoot a bunch of threes. I mean, if he can shoot
but
twos, I'm
he's
cool with it. I'm just saying I want my
I
shooting
mean,
guard to shoot.
He's not going to be a shooter, but like it's like this, right? To me, it's not. Can you shoot when you get a nice spot up attempt? It's what do you do with your spot up attempts, period. So, like, yes, he can shoot, but what his actual best skill is attacking off the catch and making the right play after that. Like, to be 6'7",
he's a really good connecting player. That's what I will say about him. He's a really good connecting player.
When you're 6'7"
so
and you get into the lane,
valuable.
when you're 6'7" and you get into the lane, somebody's going to come
real
there.
quick. Y'all
You know
look
what- you know-
at shooting
you know what
and
else
all
make
this
it
other
good?
stuff, man. So much spreading the floor, so-called spreading the floor.
And you
which
know what
really
else?
is
And you know
ball
what
movement,
else?
people movement, right?
He's
So
a
y'all gotta
player.
look at the game for what it is. Again, my phrase is just basketball. So he makes the right play at the right time. That counts for something, not just.
And you know what, Foot?
Can you do that?
And let
You
me
see what
add
I'm
on to
saying?
that.
Y'all
Foot. Let
got-
me add on to that. He's one of
Go ahead.
those players. You give him a role, and
he gonna play that role.
Perform that role.
Mhm.
He don't care if he not the leading scorer. Hey,
Mhm.
it's your role. Do this role, and bro, that's what he does. Like
that has
He
a lot
plays
of
within the system. He plays within the
hopefully
team. He plays
we
within the
can
coaching.
bring. Hopefully, we can afford to bring him back.
What would his
Hey,
contract
hey,
look like, Bryce? If you have any knowledge on that, what would his contract look like?
I mean, it wouldn't be anything like insane. Like they said, I think Lauren from AJC said they're looking at a 4-year deal. They would like to bring it back on the 4-year, but I don't think it's going to be anything like massive. I think you're
10,
not
12
like-
million maybe.
like I'm looking at maybe
20
what
tops.
Caleb Martin got. I don't know if y'all remember
I
what
like
he got.
that. I mean, I do
Yeah,
like
but
his versatility.
I think he
so,
might
yeah.
get
He
less.
got about
than
8 million a
because
year.
Caleb was already established.
He established his
We
strong.
really-
but he got
like
but he
Here's
got
what I
that
said.
contract. But
I
Demond,
thought
when
they
he
was
got
going.
that,
Got low
I
ball.
thought
he
they
got
was
that
going to give him
contract,
the
he wasn't
same
exactly
contract that they gave Mo
established.
G. That's what I was guessing off the top of my head.
It's gonna be a little bit more than that.
It's gonna be more than that.
Considering, yeah, you know
Gonna
what
be a
else?
little
I
bit
didn't factor in. I didn't realize that Vic had been in the league that long too. So I know what he had 5 years.
I think he's at 4.
Yeah,
So
Well,
yeah,
he's
I know
gonna-
that-
he's going
he's
to
a free agent for us.
yeah, so I know that time and service play a part in the contract. But yeah, I would like to have him back, man, bro. We gonna be a team with some nice length.
Basketball players,
Balls.
man.
No
Again,
disrespect.
fellas, this is my point. This is why I keep
It's
talking
just
about right
basketball.
when the
I've been
irons are
trying to
hot.
tell y'all, it's just basketball.
Exactly.
Hey,
This ain't
Bryce,
Y'all overcomplicate
Bryce,
this
let me
game,
ask you. Let me ask you a question, Bryce. What is a bad shot?
Oh,
Here he goes.
Any shot DeAndre Hunter takes is a bad shot.
I want this man's opinion. I want to hear what he has to say.
Bryce, I'm gonna give you a hint. Say a
Nah,
missed
don't
shot.
give Bryce no hint. The man ain't no nobody. Don't need to be programmed by the likes of y'all.
Bryce,
The
Bryce,
brother is
read his
foul.
name. Read his name now. That's the type of guy he is. Read his name.
Bad shot to me. Bad shot to me is whoever said player is taking shot that is not their shot. What is that video that trended? Forgot what the head coach's name. Somebody took a shot. He said, "Do you practice that shot? Do you work on that shot?"
That was you.
Yeah.
Patrick Ewing.
Any player who takes a shot where you have to ask that question is a bad shot.
That was funny. That was hilarious.
Great answer. Cause see, this is what.
Oh, you accept that answer, John? You accept that answer?
Yeah. I go along with that because he's right. If you haven't
What?
practiced that shot, if you
Well,
haven't
that's not what
practiced
you've
that
been
shot,
telling
that's
me.
a bad shot.
Sky's
No, Demond. You remember me and John been agreeing on this. John ain't said nothing different than what Bryce said.
You sure? I
Yeah,
promise you,
man,
John
'cause me and
told
him
me
always
it's a
agree
shot
on
you
it.
gonna take.
No.
No.
He talking about scoring points, not the shots. We had a debate about this. Me and John was kind of one of the only ones that trying to tell y'all young heads what's up.
Hey, Bryce. Just one more question for me, man. Is it a possibility that Landry Fields just does something outrageous on draft day where he's like, I'm taking Bronny James number 1 overall?
Yes.
Is it possible?
Yes.
Hey, Tony Russ is making this pick, fellas.
Because I
Thank you.
want Alex Sarr, but I just feel like he's gonna do something ridiculous on draft day.
RJ. Now you know the answer to that question. You know the answer to that question. If you give up 3 first-round draft picks for DeJounte Murray and 5 second-round picks for Sadiq Bey, what do you think these fools gonna do?
Bryce, I'm asking you the question.
Jesus Christ.
Tony Russ is making this pick, man. I keep telling y'all.
Listen, I know that's been something that's been brought out there. I heard about what Deshaun Tate, 79 point out a game about that. I heard about all those things. I do not think that to me, I do not think that is a possibility, because one thing that we did hear after the season, the Lakers ended, was that Bron is not priority play with Bronny. And if we get trapped thinking if we draft Bronny, that LeBron gonna jump ship and he don't, now you just wasted your pick and now you look the stupidest franchise and everybody has to be fired. So
we already there.
So you basically got to just stick with whoever the best player is. If the Hawks want to buy a second round pick and draft Bronny, then we could have that discussion, because you can do that because they don't have any more picks after this pick. But
Tony Wrestler ain't buying no second round pick.
Tony Wrestler sells second round picks. He don't, but he's a second round pick salesman.
Tony Wrestler is making these decisions. I ain't worried about that. Yo,
hey, the homeboy said, what assets would you take for Trey?
Again, if I'm gonna trade Trey, I need that trade with San Antonio.
Salute my guy Carlos in the building, man.
What's your minimum? What's your minimum assets that you would take from any team for Trey?
San Antonio.
That's it.
That's it for right now. Yeah. If it ain't San Antonio, I don't want nothing else.
Well, I will say this, man.
Unless you give me a dude like a.
I know what it is. I know what it is. RJ, you shaved, didn't you?
Huh? Yeah.
You shaved, didn't you? I knew something was. I was like, God damn, this nigga look different. That shit was fucking with me, man. My bad.
Oh yeah, all naked face ass.
Oh, naked face, trying to look like a black Travis Schlenk.
Hey man, look. Don't disrespect me like that.
No, you ain't
cussing that.
I know you ain't got no bald head, do you?
Oh no, man.
Okay, because you know my mama
Hey,
told me
RJ, one question.
No man with no facial
Can we
hair
get
and a bald head.
Can we get one show with you without laying on the bed?
Hey man, no promises, bro. I work almost 50 to 60 hours, man. I'm good.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
Go ahead. What was you had a question for Bryce again?
Yeah, man. So, like I said, the draft pick is just one of the biggest things I'm worried about, man, because I don't really trust this front office to really make the right decision just based on the moves that they've already made. So it's just kind of, I just see us doing something really stupid on draft day. I really do.
Here's one thing I'll say about that.
Always
we saying that, but we also we can't forget about last year. We can't forget they did draft Kobe. There's probably gonna be case in Wall Street if he didn't get drafted. They did draft Muhammad Gay, which a lot of people are excited about. And we'll see what happens with Seth Lundy. He's been dealing with an ankle issue, so we'll see what happens with him. So I mean, and those picks were under them. So I can't assume they wouldn't be able to just take the best player who's available and bring them in. Like I said, that's why everybody wants the first pick, because it's really the easiest pick unless you have that type of draft. You pretty much know what your biggest need is. You know you can get the top player at that position, which also could be the top player in that draft, and then you go ahead and make that move. So, and that continues to add to what you were trying to build, because Landry mentions that a lot about what they're trying to build. If you think about it, Mo Gay, that man 6'11" with a 7-foot wingspan. You draft Sarr, 7-footer. I made this point on my pod. If you think about all the teams in the playoffs right now, what do they all have in common?
Length. Size.
They all have length. They have 7-footers that can guard a big stretch of the floor, athletic. Not like, we're not talking like brick feet 7-footers. I'm talking like 7-footers who can move.
Yeah.
And that's something that I think the Hawks have really lacked. And so if they're able to get Sarr, that's one reason why I would think that'd be a really good pick for them. Because
there's another player I'm looking at, RJ. Miles Norris. You got anything on Miles Norris? If they gonna let him go or anything like that, or what they plan to do with Miles?
I mean, it feels like he's been in the G League system for. I mean, I don't think there's any crazy plans for him, to be honest with you. I feel like there's certain guys who just
let him go.
You like him in your system, you'll keep him in the G League. If you ever need, depth because you have injuries or something like that, you can call him up. I feel like he's been fine. I just don't know if they project him as like an actual NBA player on the roster. And if he was, it'd be like at the end of the bench. So could be. I mean, like I said, could surprise us.
Norris will be an NBA player.
So he was signed as a two-way first when he came. He wasn't drafted, so he was signed right in. So
I think he'll be an NBA player. I'm very confident that he'll be an NBA player.
No, one more question about the money part. Landry said he had no problem spending money. So what you got to say about that?
That's what niggas tell the bitches when they ain't got no money.
I'm ready
to spend it, baby. I'm ready to cash out on you.
Anybody can say that, man. We got to see actions, man. I mean, I remember when wrestlers say he'll spend. He ain't spent. Everybody they mama know they ain't spent. It's not a question. If they want to prove to us they're gonna spend, then they need to go ahead and spend this offseason and make some moves if that's the case, if they really want to prove it. Like I said, I completely get like a lot of teams after seeing what's happening with the Suns, you don't want to get into that second apron because that basically limits how you can change your team, and your team's basically ruined if your top players ain't elite. But outside of that, you can at least get into that first luxury tax tier and get players that think you can build the team out the right way. But this is why they're probably going the route they're going with a lot of the young players with Kobe and them, because these are guys you can because like if you think about today's league, it's so different from like I say 2013 when Bron made the big. I don't know if it was exactly that year, but when Bron had the big three, because at that time in the league you could just basically just throw people together and win championships. In today's game, you can't really do that. You have to have guys that you drafted or your core players, and then you add key free agents to help connect the entire team together. So you got to make sure you got those guys on there. And that's why we're trying to decide who the Hawks core players right now. We know Jalen Johnson is. I would assume Trey still is. And then if you draft Sarr, then that would be your third core player. And then you figure out what you want around him. I mean, you got Kobe, who can also be a key role piece. Muhammad Gabe, he can develop. He can be a key role piece. That's 5 players right there. You got to figure out who the rest going to be. Could that be also a Vic Krejci? Is the Yucca still in that plan? I mean, those are the guys that you have to consider, and then you have to be willing to go make moves, spend money on guys that you think can complete that, whether that's a veteran or not. I said that's one thing I feel like we lacked, especially the last couple of years of Nate McMillan, is that we went, if you remember 2011, we had Gallo, we had Lou, we had Solo, and we slowly just kept getting younger and younger when we replaced them. So who was the veteran by the time we got around? And Nate clearly was like, I'm an old school coach. Y'all handle yourselves. I'm not going to handle y'all. We saw that worked out. So, I mean, that's gonna be the big thing.
Yeah, we saw how it worked out because
they
were giving grown-up assignments to children.
Yeah. So Bryce, just like you mentioned earlier, right? This is my whole point for even proposing that trade. You see how you talk about all the guys you got, what we think the Hawks are doing with gathering length, right? So my whole point is strike while irons are hot, not because just want to get rid of trade, just get rid of trade. I'm saying that because of the value, and we can continue to get bigger. I think, Damon, you mentioned it. Somebody mentioned it when we first got the pick, what we could build on that front court and back court based off size. We can deal with Embiid over here, and we can deal with the West in the playoffs, right? With size across that board, plus size coming off the bench. This is how I'm looking at it. So y'all keep focusing on Trae Young. Trae Young, insert a different name. That's why I said DJ 2. I'm trying to get bigger across the board because we know what our problem is. Huh?
But you know what? Though?
It's length and defense, right?
You know what, though, Foot? You've seen a lot of these teams that's playing right now. Let's say, or who was playing in the playoffs. They need point guard help, man. That's why I don't want to get rid of Trey. I don't want to be in that position.
I get that, right? But when you have, I get that, right? So you still get to have a point guard, right? Or what have you. But I think if you have some of these guys, if JJ go ahead, get grow the hell up, and go with LeBron again this summer and get some work in and develop to what he is. You got Moji. We got our boy that we drafted, at the guard.
But
go ahead.
I'll say this though. I'll say this. In the decision to keep a Trey or Murray, I will keep Trey, but the owner has to give me permission to go into the tax because Trey gonna cost me 40. If I end up swinging a trade for Ingram, he gonna cost me another 45 the following season, right? Because I have to make that commitment. I can't trade for a rental, right? Yeah. Then you still got to extend Jalen Johnson.
Yes.
So I understand now. I will say this.
Take it 25.
DJ is the better guy when you looking at the value. When I can get 20 plus points, 8 assists, 8 boards for $24 million.
Exactly.
And he don't even touch 30.
Regular life.
But he don't touch 30 till year 3. I could see the
accurate TL.
You see,
you just want to drive your accurate TL.
But you see, Damon, this is how I'm looking at it, right?
But I'm not moving. I'm keeping Trey.
Right? But look, here's like, if Trey is going to help
this team. Let me ask you this, Foot. Let me ask you this question.
Go ahead.
If you were the general manager of Sacramento, would you trade De'Aaron Fox? Why the iron was hot?
I don't know. To make a give a.
I got you, man. I'm gonna do it for you right now. This is it right here.
Mm-hmm.
The Suns won shit. Devin Booker, hella celebrated. Suns won shit. They got a number 1 pick. Did they say trade Devin Booker? No. They said let's get an elite level big to pair with my elite level guard. Cat didn't win shit. Didn't win shit in Minnesota. Then they got a number 1 pick. Did they say let's trade Cat? Or did they say
let's
not have a point guard
next to my elite level big? But now all of a sudden, golden egg in my lap. I don't know what's gonna come out of it, but it's a golden egg.
When I say
niggas just want to say this nigga said, hey, DJ wish he was a Chrysler 300. That nigga's an Acura TL with sport to go in and out.
But see now, as far as DJ is concerned, now I just want to ask this question since we comparing these two guards, which one of them came up in a real guard system? Because see, DJ came up under Popovich. Okay, and he was more of a traditional point guard, what you would look for out of a point guard out of a Popovich system because of the way that Pop runs his system. Now Trey Young, Trey Young has been forced into what he is right now. He's been forced into it because Trey Young. Now, Damon asked a question about, if Trey Young came to me and said, go get me this or I'm gone or whatever. Trey Young been asking for help ever since his second year here. Gentlemen, he's been asking for help. But these people didn't draft anything to help him. He still has no Robin to his Batman.
And but your owner still ain't spent no money neither.
But I got a number 1 pick. But that number 1 pick
could be a millstone around our neck because these people that you have here that's going to do anything with it, I don't trust them.
So let me run the show real quick.
John, this all they have to do is this.
It's like this, fellas.
They need to write down 4 letters on the card. SARR. Hand it to the dude in the back so he can give it to the commissioner. So
hey y'all, hold on. We gotta get that.
And these jokers will write those 4 letters backward, and it'll be.
I'm gonna say it again.
We gotta do nothing.
Dre Young is a scorer. He's a scorer. He's a natural scorer.
We gotta get that. We gotta get that. We gotta get
Trey Young
we gotta get that going at the watch party.
I'm gonna keep saying y'all keep talking about trash again. Trade game's gonna happen.
All they gotta do is right. SARR on the paper.
I'm finna make you happy right now, Damon.
Make me
This
happy.
is what I'm
Kool-Aid.
gonna what about crazy what I say what's going on. Trey Young, when I told you Trey Young was talking about leaving because y'all ain't giving me no help. You know what Trey Young just walked in the office and said?
What'd he say?
Y'all don't get Sarr, I'm leaving. How you like that?
I love that. I love that.
Okay, what I'm talking about. If y'all don't get Sarr to play with me, I'm leaving.
Okay.
Right now, hey, look, I told you Trey was talking about leaving. He was for real about that stuff. And I think the #1 draft changed his mind.
Hey, Phil, who would you rather want? Like in my mind, I'm thinking about Sarr's development. I think I would rather pair Trey with Sarr than DeJounte with Sarr.
Why?
Just because look at how Trey and DeJounte worked with Clint. If Trey can make Clint work, at least passable, DeJounte couldn't do that when Trey was out.
So what are we gonna run? Pick and roll?
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah,
I
know. What are we gonna run? Pick and roll out.
Somebody need to go keep. Let me tell you something. Somebody need to keep an alley-oop count, because bro, all he gonna have to do is just throw that shit up.
DJ made Clint work. DJ made Clint work, but it was
DJ can't throw no alley-oops.
It's a different style. It's a different style.
Y'all looking at if Sarr don't depend, Sarr don't need to depend on Trey. From what I
he don't, he can dribble the ball.
I agree with you.
But here's the thing. What you want is you want players who can get their own shot and also are good play finishers. I know it's a crazy concept, but like guys can do both. I know it's hard to believe. But you got
down the floor and he throw the ball to him and he can go get it, bro.
Right.
See, what I'm saying. We need a point guard who gonna drive this team.
Hey,
and
man, he can get started the ball at the 3-point line, bro.
Who leads the league in assists to drive this team with all these stretch bigs that we about to get.
Kool-Aid, here's the problem.
Now we don't even need. Now Kool-Aid. Now we don't even. Hey, Kool-Aid. Since we got Sarr, Kool-Aid, we don't even need Frank Kaminsky now.
No, we don't.
Hey, Kool-Aid. Hey, we no longer need Frank Kaminsky, and guess what else? We don't need Eddie Tavares no more.
Right, we don't need none of that. But I don't want Bruno, man. We got to replace Bruno.
Bruno is the third center on the team. He doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Look,
he's the third center on the team. He doesn't matter.
I'll take him for the 6 fouls they have.
That put Frank, who been to a championship, in Bruno's spot, so he can sit on the bench and help us.
A Twitter space so I can laugh.
He went to a championship with the Suns. He had won. He went to the Final Four as a player. He beat your boy. He beat your boy Cat in college. So he is a player that can teach. He can give your boy some things to play with. Now he'll be a better bench player than Bruno. He'll be a better bench player than Bruno. Because Bruno don't know.
I got a question for Bryce. Bryce, were you here when the Spirit Group was here? Were you reporting during the time the Spirit Group was here?
That's about a decade ago.
Nah, I wasn't.
Okay. All right.
So let me say this, fellas, with all this talk about trade and Sarr connection, all this other stuff. The problem with the Hawks has always been what? That we've been watching the last 2 years, talking on the show. Lack of ball movement, lack of people movement, and size. Right? If we're dependent on trade to do every damn thing, we have a problem. When we move the ball,
we're saying nobody was saying that.
No. Focus on what y'all saying, right? I told y'all it's just basketball. Y'all complicated. We need more ball movement. That's one of my issues with Trey.
Who else on this team? Who else is on this team?
Hey man, assists, you can talk about assists all day. Assists is you pass somebody the ball, they make it.
Well, how you get assists? How you get assists?
Because he passed the ball and they make a shot. I said ball movement.
So how does he? So like, why doesn't everybody get 10 assists?
Ball movement means the ball is moving and people moving at the same time. That's
but
what I.
those people, the people that you
same
move the ball
fucking
to,
year.
have to be able to put the ball in the hole.
I got you, Foot. We doing that this year because we getting
Well, if he
Starlanda.
getting assist and they putting it in the
We
hole.
doing it because we getting Starlanda. We getting Starlanda.
Well, this has been the problem.
But
Now,
you
now,
gonna get
Bryce.
But you should be excited. You should be
Oh, I'm
ecstatic.
excited.
You should be
I'm
jumping for
ecstatic.
joy.
Now, hold on. Now let's see what Coach
Bryce,
Ray
this is where I want to. This is where I want to involve you in it, Bryce.
Again,
because
we should have for 40-something years. I've been watching this team for 40-something years. Me, John, Kool-Aid.
That's
We
right.
tied.
So, and let me and Bryce, this is what I want to involve you in. Now, when Quinn came here, a lot of the people on the panel here were well, I'll say two. Matt and and what's his name? Little young dude that runs
Need a little more than that.
Analyst.
And the analyst. Man, tell analyst I said hello. I ain't seen him in a while. Analyst and Matt, they were saying that this coach that we have here now, the mighty Quinn, was supposed to bring. He's supposed to bring a more cerebral type of coaching, and that he has a 170 IQ, and we found out that the players, their IQ isn't even room temperature. So I mean, what impression do you have of Quinn?
Hey, wait, Sean, what you trying to say? We got a smart coach and dumb players?
Pretty much.
I'm talking to that man right there.
He might have.
I'm talking to that man right there.
Yeah, we might have a dumb coach and dumb players.
Hey,
but what is your impression of Quinn as? What impression do you have of him? Period.
I think when it comes to offense, I think he has shown. I mean, when he immediately stepped foot on his team, that he can coach offense. Because if you've seen the numbers, we're like averaging 100, 120, 125, right? So that's been solidified. Nate ran more of a old school ISO offense. It kind of changed a little bit once Quinn came on, and that's led to people, obviously the offense improving tremendously, right? That's not been the issue, right? It's been the defense, right? Which could be contributed to personnel, potential schemes, things of that nature. For me with Quinn, I feel like he's done. I feel like he's done fine. He hasn't been great. I'm not going to say he's been great. I'm not going to say that. But I think that for what he's had to work with, I think he has done what he has. Because one thing I also have to reflect on, because I know and I've seen Desmond talk about it on Twitter throughout the year about the playoffs, his playoff record previously before he came here.
He a playoff loser, Bryce.
And to me, I always say this about winning in the NBA in terms of playoffs. It's actually very difficult to have a winning playoff record if you think about it realistically. Just because think about like if you get a team that's not supposed to be there, you get swept in the first round. Now you're 4 games below 500. Come back the next year, win a series, lose the next series, you're still below 500. You see what I'm saying? Like it's hard unless you make long runs. Unless you're making Eastern Conference, Western Conference Finals runs, it's hard unless you get over time. And I also can say 3 of those series that he lost was to Kevin Durant. I believe it was Kevin Durant Warriors. So obviously anybody losing at that time. And then Houston Rockets twice, who was competing with the Warriors.
He lost to LeBron. LeBron too. When he had that 61 win, he was number 1. He lost to LeBron now, right?
So, I don't think he was in that time when LeBron was there. But
yeah, he was. That before he left.
Yeah, his last year, the bubble championship. That sounds right. I feel like that.
So, but I think overall, I think Quinn's been fine. I think this is something that I've also said too. Usually, when you get a new coach, you switch up the team, switch up players, get whatever he would like to run his system. Blah blah blah. Hawks didn't really do that. They kind of just said, hey, take what you do, make it work with our guys, and let's see what we got. Really did not lead to that much success. Certain guys benefited. They prioritized development from the coaching staff. I can say multiple players did improve individually, but as a team, there have been issues because I think personnel is an issue. And I think like I said, you ain't got no point of attack defender. You have Trey and DeJounte. You can't have them both on the floor at the same time, and you're trying to defend the point of attack. That puts a lot more pressure on Hunter, Johnson, and Capela to hold up because they have to deal with a guard getting into the paint every possession. So, I would like to see him with a more ideal roster before I make any judgment, because all I can go off of is he had those teams in Utah who I think none of us in this panel thought they were elite, and he got them to like I think a number 1 seed once. He got them and he did better than what you maybe would think. You have Donovan Mitchell as your 1 and Rudy Gobert as your 2. I've never been a big fan of Rudy Gobert. I mean, the man gave me. I mean, even though he's a great defensive player, I mean, 13 and 13. If that's your number 2 option, and then you got Joe Ingles and I mean Bogdanovich. I mean, the fact that he was able to do what he did with that, he just maximized what he had. We got shooters, we got a defensive big, and we got a star player. Let's see where it can take us. So I would like us to see what if we change this roster, what it would look like. But there's definitely things I would want him to improve as well, which is just willingness to go deeper into rotation. Don't be afraid to adjust based off matchups, because that's what you got to do. And I think if you have that versatility on your roster, you should use that to your advantage, and do what you can to really, like I said, collectively get everybody on the same page. I think as the season went on, he did change some things that I think benefited some guys. But at the end of the day, when you have a flawed roster, you have a team that can't defend, which Indiana proved, and everything, you can only do so much. Like, I don't think this is a situation if you kept Nate or you brought somebody else in, it would be different. Like, some people were talking about Ime. Well, remember what the Rockets did when they got Ime. They brought in players that he wanted to run what he's wanting to do. You can't just say, Ime, take what we have and do what you do what you did in Boston. Boston was, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to change it up, then put in the system, then tell me what I got. You know what I'm saying?
He went back and got Harford.
Exactly. All he did with Boston was basically add Al Horford, change the scheme a little bit. Boom.
And they went to coached and demanded they play defense.
Exactly. So, and luckily they had the personnel to do it already too.
They had the personnel.
Smart, Tatum, Brown, all them. They just
see
didn't.
That's
more focused offensively than he was defensively.
And see, that's basically the problem. See, we are asking people to do things that they cannot physically and sometimes mentally do. We're asking.
We can't get
too much out of this roster. You're asking too much out of this roster for what it is that you need in the Eastern Conference. And see, that's my only concern about Sarr is playing here in the East. Because see, he would be good out there in the West. You run, gun, do whatever the hell you want to out there in the West. But when you get here and start grinding against Milwaukee, when you're going against Boston, when you're going against Philly, and you stand getting beat up every night.
I've said that. I said this too on my pod yesterday too. I said the thing about Sarr with him being
the Celtics is beating this nigga up. Please tell me who on the Celtics is beating him up.
Okay, Boston's actually a good matchup for him because Porzingis is skinny just like him. But the thing is that the thing about Sarr, I said they might do, and I don't know if they will, because I know people are like, okay, if you draft him, you got to start him, whatever, right? Obviously, if you saw what the Spurs did with Wemby, they said, all right, we're only going to play you 25 minutes again. We know your body is not meant to take the punishment of playing that position, so we ain't going to play you 35 a night. We're going to play you 20, 25 a night, just to make sure you can maintain your health, and then you can grow as the season goes on. And I said I would not be surprised if Atlanta did that with Sarr, just because they're like, all right, we don't need you out there against a beat for 35 minutes. That may not be good for your health. We don't need you getting your foot stepped on. Now you've got a broken foot. He ended up like Chet out for the year, his rookie year. So I said realistically, you probably might see Sarr play 20, 25 to start the year. As the season goes on, if things go well, you see that increase as the season continues. And then you go from there. That's why I said I've seen people talk about trade both Okongwu and Clint, and I'm like, why are we trading them both? And if we're gonna keep one, I'd rather keep Okongwu realistically. So I think that is something that we may have to look at with Sarr when we bring him in, just because he's a 7-foot guy who is skinnier, and you don't want to just say we need you to just be able to take Embiid post-ups, Giannis post-ups like 30, 35 minutes and just go against that. Luckily, you have some other guys that can help you in that regard. And so I think it'll be interesting to see if that is the pick, how they manage him in that regard. Because the last thing you want to do, like I said, is put him in a position where he's hurt. He doesn't play a lot. Now he's not able to, kind of get his thing. Now I hope Muhammad Gay, because he was able to get like put on like 20, 30 pounds when he was hurt with his back injury, you know, and he'll continue to put on weight. And obviously we'll see how much weight Sarr can put on before the season starts. And then obviously, you know, playing an NBA game, you're running up and down. It's really hard to maintain weight. So we'll have to see how that impacts him. But that's something that I think would be an interesting storyline when it comes to Atlanta.
So y'all can forget about their championship next
So,
year.
so
I think you can put on weight. Shit, then.
League guy silver. I mean, is a possibility any one of those guys that playing in that pot spot can come up
from the G League?
Yeah, I'm talking about Silver. Silver was one of the major power guys, and he was here once before.
Chris Silva. Chris Silva is not a no. Moving on.
I'm just asking.
I know. I'm telling you no. Let's go to the next thing.
Why not?
No, he want the D-League players up there.
I'll tell you. Hold on, John. I'll tell you why. Because he's a 6'7" center.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah, no. I'll back you up, John. No.
6'10".
I need 6'11" or better.
I will go look up Chris Silva's combine measurements right now.
Yeah, I thought it was 6'10", man. I just thought it was 6'10".
That's about bad as double O, Bryce. That's about bad as double O.
They got him listed at 6'8", which means he really 6'7".
I'm dead.
Okay,
what is this mess about Bronny? They say Bronny was 6'4", and then now they measure him, he's 6'1".
He's 6'2" and a half with shoes on, John.
Jesus Christ. These lying suckers.
I told you none of them heights on real.
And I thought that they had cut that mess out. I thought they had cut that mess out. The measurements were supposed to have been
John,
completely
hey,
accurate.
Demond. Didn't I tell you, Demond? I said we're gonna find out on the I told you May 12th, 13th. We're gonna find out about some of these prospects and how tall they really are, how much they really weigh. And what them wingspans really talking about. We're gonna find out a lot, and we found out a lot about a lot of guys.
Yeah, it's been a lot of adding on.
Another thing,
I've been thinking a lot of people was taller than they were, and then you go back and look at it now. They must be showing their real height.
Cause he now double
That
O.
one time they had. I'm just saying. I ain't saying like Mile for instance, right? They were showing him at 6'10" one time. Then I look back at it, and he's 6'8".
Weren't they saying that double O was 6'10" at one time?
They were trying to say that.
I thought it was
they were trying
6'9".
to say that. They were trying to say that.
That's what I'm talking about.
Is actually
exactly what I'm talking about.
DeAndre Hunter.
You gotta realize.
Hey, don't worry. They need hopefully Landry
combine,
do the due diligence, and he packaging double O to go somewhere and get some assets.
So here's how I feel, Bryce. Here's what I want the Hawks to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and give them the plan. You know, DeMond, Darian, they know what time it is. DJ and Double O going out. Bring me Brandon Ingram. You keep Sarr. You draft Sarr. You keep Capela for a year because I think Sarr needs to learn the big man things from one of the best big men in the NBA. And obviously, like Clint can't fucking guard Embiid or Jokic in the post, but he's a big body to take on that kind of bruising for some time.
He can hold his own.
Yeah.
Who's the Hawks? Who is the Hawks?
Hold his own.
He can his own block strap, maybe.
You put a lot on that for it, but
who's the Hawks big man?
But I'm saying, I think you start.
But I agree with you.
Whoever you started the two is like it's up to you, man. Whether you think that player should be Vic, Kobe, or Bogey, I think those are all. I think that's a great rotation of. That's a great guard rotation period. Because you got the size and you got the length and you got a little bit of shooting. Brandon Ingram is your 3, second creator. Jalen Johnson, 4, connector, weak side rim protector. You still start Clint if you have to. But I think the allure of those 3 as your kind of big rotation is you can play any combination of the 3 and it works. You can even play Sarr and Clint together. You can play Sarr and Jalen together. You can play Jalen and Clint together. We've already seen that. You keep Dre to back up. You still have Mo. So Dre's your backup 3. You still obviously already talked about the guard rotation. Mo G's your backup 4. I would prefer to sign a vet for that, Torrey Craig, etc. But yeah, that's what Leon wants. That's what Leon.
Wait,
needs.
Leon, did you say Sarr gonna be coming off the bench?
If he has to.
Hell no, man.
Just said if
And
he has to.
I'm with him except for that Clint bullshit.
But like,
I'd rather Sarr.
Hey, Pharaoh.
I'd rather Sarr close than
guys.
You don't better take that foot.
Bro, I told you, bro. I told y'all.
Hey, you can handle it for me.
I told y'all you might have to suffer for one more year. Okay, you might have to suffer for one more year.
Bro, I'm not having him come off the bench for Clint Capela.
Damon. Do you know what one of the fruits of the spirit is, Damon? Long suffering. Okay, long suffering. Some of y'all need to go to church on Sunday and see what the Lord has for you.
I'm glad. You know what, Leon? I'm glad I've been in this garage for about an hour. I'm glad I am because
man, like
I can't even get hype right now.
I'm not super confident that he's gonna like shoot immediately. But here's what I'll tell you about Alexander Sarr. You ain't gonna have to. No. You're not going to have to like be like, oh. And I think Jalen's issue was Nate related. With the kind of his willingness to shoot, because like he'd miss a shot and he'd come out, and that kind of kills your confidence as a shooter. You don't have those problems when Quinn Snyder's your coach. Quinn Snyder's going to tell Alexander Sarr, you're the number one fucking pick. If you're open, you shoot that bitch. We know this. Everybody has the green light. If you're open, you shoot that bitch, and that matters. Shoot. And one thing when you watch him play, it's clear that he's willing to shoot. He's not one of those guys that's like, how kind of Jalen kind of like, sometimes he kind of. I don't know. He's putting that bitch up. I guarantee it. So if that's the case, like I'm telling you, man.
So
that's the kind. Who
you talking about?
Sorry.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So like if I'm saying like you can. God no. He can like because of that he can play with Clint. And now if you really want to run your double big lineup, now your double big lineup is Clint, Sarr, and Jalen. I mean. Talk to me, nice. All right. I'm just saying.
Man, while y'all playing, y'all know I don't like JJ at the 3 yet, right?
Yeah, I mean, no. Not full time. Not full time.
I know, but I'm just if he can get, I'm considering JJ at the 3, Sarr at the 4, and the big. I ain't just gonna say, I ain't gonna. I'm just saying, in the future. I'm just saying.
About Moji or
something. What about there's one last thing.
We cannot have Clint Capela on this roster.
I didn't say Clint, bro. I didn't say
you might have to suffer. You might have to suffer for one more year.
Hey, man, we trade back into the draft. I'll take a rookie over Clint Capela.
Watch me. Okay, look. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. Here's what I will say. I think that if you have the defensive kind of capabilities of a Jalen Sarr, Clint Capela front court, we already know when Trey and Bogey are on the floor together, shit happens. I'm not saying Sarr Bogey. We're just talking about 5 players who may or may not be on the team at the same time next year. As a matter of fact, all you gotta do is draft Sarr, and that lineup is possible. But when Trey and Bogey are on the floor, the offense is gonna hit. Now you have 3 guys. You're John. I'm not about to get John.
Not with Bogey.
John, I'm not about to get into this with you tonight.
You didn't know, Bryce. John don't like Bogey.
I'm not getting into this. I'm not.
Or herder.
Not with Bogey.
John, I'm not getting into this with you.
Now, y'all. Well, after he gets through, I want to ask you about Bogey.
Okay.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
That Trey Bogey, Jalen Sarr, Clint lineup gives me the feels. Hawks up.
Leon, you forget who's in possession of this team. How much Sarr gonna make? And Clint for $20 million too.
You losing defense when you put Bogey out.
Listen, bro.
You doggone shit.
I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not my money. I don't give a fuck.
But who's in possession of the money ain't gonna do it though.
Ain't gonna do what? What are you talking about?
He's not gonna pay Clint $20-some million, then play Sarr. And how much Sarr making for a rookie contract? Number 1,
11. He'll make 11 or 12.
Yeah, 11 or 12. Yeah.
So 30 at the center. They barely want to do it with Clinton 00. I just don't see that.
I mean, but I'm saying they literally have bro. But that's literally their paint. I mean, if they it'll be 25 if you trade Clint. 27 versus 30, like 32, 27, 32. I mean,
but you have to get rid of.
I don't care about owner's money either, but we have like
I'm
the
saying,
cheapest
but I'm
person
saying
besides
next year.
New
All I'm
Orleans.
saying is next
If
year,
Quinn is a good
Double O
coach,
make $5 million less than Clint. So the difference is not going
Quinn
to be
is a
that
good
much.
coach. He should be able to talk Clint Capela to come off the bench.
That's not the point.
They told me starting over Sarr.
He got to come off the bench.
That's not the point, Kool-Aid.
It's time out to come off the bench or go.
He, like I
Yeah,
said,
I was only
like I
arguing the
said,
money. I'm not
like
talking
I
about
said,
Sarr.
like I said, he's there to teach Sarr the big man things that which the he is not. That's the one thing that he's lacking in.
Whoa,
if he's
whoa,
going to
whoa,
be a
whoa,
full-time
whoa,
center.
whoa.
The big man things.
You don't think they can get like $3 million guys to do that?
Capela?
Do you think Clint Capela is a good screener?
Yes.
Look, no.
Hold on, John. John, I'm asking you a question, John.
You've
No,
limited the
Clint Capela's
conversation
not
to
that
one
strange,
facet
man.
of something that he does. I'm looking at what Clint Capela does as a complete center. This man gets fouled and goes to the free throw line. Have you seen Bryce?
What does that have? But I'm saying
free throw line.
That's not a Sarr issue. That's not what I'm keeping him to teach Sarr. How to shoot free
What
throws.
is he teaching Sarr?
How to be a good fucking screener, how to roll to the rim hard, how to carve out space in the paint better.
Man.
Like, are you not?
Capela does that.
Sure.
What do you? How else
I
would
can't even.
rebounds a game?
John, he kind of does.
Clint Capela will be into the trade deadline. Okay,
John,
listen,
John.
You're gonna need a big man coach. You're gonna need a big man coach because there's absolutely nothing that
You can't sit up here and lie like Clint don't do none of that.
John, you're ruining my evening,
I'm
John.
sorry.
John,
Get whatever medication you need because
you're making me defend Clint Capela.
That Clint Capela is somebody to be emulated. Oh, hell no.
Clint Capela will mess that man up.
Clint Capela is somewhat decent defensively. Y'all ain't like. I know I just said what I said about Clint. Y'all ain't like that man.
Get rebound and put up and
guys,
hold on. I got a question. Bryce.
I am literally
Let's get different
Foot will tell you I do not like Clint Capela. Why are you making me defend Clint Capela? Like,
because Clint Capela needs defending by the logic that you're using. I'm sorry.
Is Clint
Capela? No.
This man can't shoot. He can't hit water with a boat.
Right, but okay. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think Clint's good at? Like,
I can't even hear the question, bro.
Hold on.
No, he's not.
Used to be a good defensive player.
John, hold on. John,
slowing down.
John, we got you. Bryce, is Clint Capela trash? What's your opinion?
I'm dead. I think this man is an average NBA center at this point in his career, and that I said that he can probably give
that's
you.
Being nice.
And I said, Clint,
trash though.
You can have Clint play 15, 20 minutes. Just say, give me 10 rebounds and defend, and that's fine. But I do not think you can rely on him as your starting center anymore. I do not think you can rely on him for big minutes. I think you have to give him a very specific role and say that is your role and just do that because there are things that he always.
So is he trash? Yes or no? Is he trash?
I'm not gonna call him trash. I just call him average.
The answer is no. Average is not trash.
He's always defending Clint Capela. That's his boy.
Listen.
Foot, he can't call
gonna be really good. Sarr's gonna be really good. But we're going to need the things that he lacks in next season because we're going to be trying to compete next season. I'm not playing. I'm not
totally different, man.
I agree. Guys.
At
the deadline, he's gone. You just have to suffer a little bit longer. Don't make it.
That is though is like Clint
if you put Clint Capela out there as your
Bryson, you gotta just keep talking, bro. Just keep talking.
Yeah, I know. That's just he's on an expiring deal, so it's like. I mean, you keep him for a year. It's like, okay, well, are we going to get anything for him? Are we going to attempt to? That's why
I'm saying
I've always been like, you might as well trade him. You keep you have Sarr. You see how that works out, and then you figure out whoever you want your third center to be. Whether
you gotta upgrade on the wing, bro. We gotta upgrade on the wing, bro.
My thing is, here's the thing. Here's something that's probably unpopular. I'll say this. Because one thing I've seen from a lot of takes and a lot of people have said, A lot of people are just assuming DeAndre Hunter will not be a Hawk next year. And I know a lot of people want that.
Well, they cooking you in the comments, John.
And the thing is about it.
Wait. I'm gonna let them go ahead and talk, and then I'm gonna deal with Ketchup, and he spelled his name wrong.
And so my thing about it is that I had a scenario in my head. All right. Listen, as much as nobody wants to admit it, because everybody at this point in his career has a set opinion on DeAndre Hunter, and nothing will change that.
Do you want to hear mine?
DeAndre Hunter did make some improvements to his game. I know that he changed the shooting motion. I don't know if y'all realized that because he was working with Trevor. Why he was able to shoot around 40% from three most of the year. I have made the argument. Listen, wings are very valuable in this league, and so you're not just going to give wings up for nothing. So I said you may be looking at something where I know the popular trade idea has been Ingram and Murray, potentially some type of deal with that, right?
Right, but I'm not.
And I've said you could, and I don't know how spacing and everything, if that's going to work the best. I feel like there's a good opportunity that Hunter will still be here next year. You still have Dillon. You draft Sarr, right? And then your two guard, if you are able to make the trade for Ingram, then Ingram could technically be your two. I just don't know about spacing, but if you think about that situation, I don't know how we feel about that spacing. Right?
Anybody calls me with an open bag of chips offer, they can have Hunter.
I think it is about the defense is now you have 2 through 5, 6, 8 and up, right? And then now defense won't be an issue.
And one missing for 2.5 months.
You got to have Ben Capela come off the bench and Hunter come off the bench.
I mean,
no. Hunter is not bad.
I'm not as down on Hunter as you guys are, so I don't see that.
He's cheap.
I'm not really all that down on Hunter either. I mean,
Hunter cannot.
Y'all capping.
Give me your
Hunter like he trash.
Give me your five.
But I'm saying, Brycey, you can't play BI as a 2 because he's not a 2.
And that's why I said I don't know how spacing would be. I just didn't know if that was something experienced.
That's what I'm saying.
They need a two-way guy there to make it work. But that is something that I'm sure could be considered, especially since we're talking about putting JJ at 3 and all these at the 4, and then people are questioning, really be the starting 4.
That nigga just not a 2.
Hey,
if that's the case, you just gotta find the best
comment back.
I'd rather do a show.
Got to play a role off the bench. Simple as that.
I'd rather do the trade that show. I'd rather get BI show, but I think they're going to revisit that damn.
Yeah.
I think they're going to revisit the Lakers trade for DeJounte.
That's pretty nasty. Stuff.
Now let's break this down here. Capela is number 14 in double doubles, number 8 in screens and box outs, and top 10 in charges. Now, the number 14 in double doubles, legitimate stat. Number 8 in screens and box outs. What the hell?
They actually track that, bro. They track.
I know that. See, these stats. Now, Ketchup was trying to sound intelligent here, and it was a good swing. Strike 2, you missed, and just took the franchise records for 3. What's it? 3 p.m. What is that? 3 points.
3 points made. 3 points made.
That's bulky. That's your
now, see, you know what?
But that's not true. Trey got the record for 3 points made. What you talking about in the season or something? He might have got the 3-point season record.
See, this is what I'm saying. See, now this is something good to laugh at.
No, Bogey passed Trey Young this year. Bogey is the all-time made for a season.
Oh yeah, for a season, right? But Trey has Trey has the Hawks record, right?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I know
but no. I think Trey has that's the record he passed like at a
so what's up, John? You gonna let that man talk to you like that? He said, "Put your bifocals on and verify that shit."
See that? Now. See, the thing is, you got to examine the infantile mind. The last sentence was supposed to justify all of the crap that came before it, because if you're quoting being number 8 in screens and box out as a doggone stat to be proud of, top 10 in charges as a stat to be proud of that justifies you being a center here or starting here. Are you kidding me?
That's
Is
things
that
you
the
need
best you can
John,
do?
That's things you need as a big man. Damn, my mouth.
But I'm saying, the
Clint
only
is
reason,
wrong.
the only John, the
No,
only
you
thing,
don't.
the only thing
What?
he needs.
How much does he score per game?
Hey, Clint
Can
is a role
over
player,
a
dude.
game?
He's the fifth option when he's out there.
John only care about them points, man.
Hey,
y'all
All
know
right,
that
it's only
already.
one ball. It's only one ball.
He the
Y'all
last
know
option
that
out
already.
there.
Y'all worry about the
When they
points.
give it, when they feed him, he will get his 20. When they feed him, when he's not the last option. I've proven that. That's facts. We sat up here and watched games, and I kept telling y'all,
you're
like
right.
he can't score. Y'all act like he missed every shot he shoots. You know
who that is? Who that is?
Hey, when Clint Capela,
Wait,
only gonna say it one time.
There's no way. I know y'all not up here defending Clint Capela.
Let me say this.
I'm only gonna say
You
it
know who
one
defended
time.
Clint?
When Trent is no longer around, Trey, he's gonna go down. Cause Trey Young's the only one making that man look like.
No, he's not. Trey Young was out there.
James Harden made it, so as long as he get another point guard.
Clint will still get here.
It is genuinely embarrassing. It is genuinely embarrassing.
You see this foolishness we got? The old heads try to talk sense to the young head. Well, some Kool-Aid old head, but all
listen. It is genuinely embarrassing. It is embarrassing that a player with Clint's shot diet shoots under 60% from the field. That shit is fucking embarrassing.
It's true.
Hey, look it up. Hey, pull up shoot percentage for everybody.
It's 53.
Listen, man.
Trey Young ball. Trey Young ball. Mean nothing.
Yeah,
bro.
That's all you got to do. But he doesn't shoot threes, Foot.
Clint Capela is a role player. Y'all trying to make this dude out something he's not. He's a role player.
He not a good role player.
But I'm saying, but like Foot, he should be shooting 65% from the field every year.
Well,
he's not the same.
That's the problem, though.
Did you just not see Clint Capela try to do that reverse layup? Are we for real?
Devon, we still talking about that.
Are we serious? Y'all really
I want him to add something to his offensive bad, so he's trying.
If I'm not mistaken,
dropped the ball in the goal and he missed it.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this was the first year that somebody actually was working with Clint to try to get an offensive game out of him.
I saw a practice tape, bro. He couldn't even back down his score.
Clint is a role player. Y'all know why Clint was brought here. Y'all know why Clint was brought here.
Right. We got Clint for rebounding and defense. That's the reason we got him here.
Double O could not take his position, which is sad. Double O was drafted to replace Clint.
Yeah, that's true. Was brought here to stop drop. That's what he did.
Clint
ain't no way.
He a good guy. Thank you for your service, Clint Capela.
Demond,
you got to find a new team next year, bro.
You still in the garage. Yeah, he's not going to be here. But my whole point is Clint was brought here because we couldn't down rebound with Horford and play good defense in the paint. That's why Clint was brought here.
That's why we couldn't rebound with
Horford won't hear when he got Clint.
Alex Lynn.
Yeah, Horford was already gone.
He would get killed, bro.
Collins was the center. And we did the center for Collins. Collins was playing center when we got Collins.
Alex,
they got Clint Capela because they got him for the cheap because the Rockets didn't want him. They rather run a 6'6" PJ Tucker at center, so they got rid of. And he came here hurt.
Again,
they did that for Westbrook and James.
Not rebound and defend the paint.
Get this dude off the team, please.
He's gone, Demond.
And you're right. We got Clint
here.
You know how many games I sit there and watch him miss these bunny after bunny, miss man.
Clint. And like I said, Clint just jumped high enough to stick a dollar bill sideways on this foot. Now. He can't get up off the floor.
My boy Clint out, man. When he just a role player,
he's a guard.
He's just a role player. They're trying to make him out.
And then now this is the crazy part.
that flicked shot he got at the free throw line.
He's a role player, dude.
But wait a minute now, Foot. You know you're not supposed to get out of elementary school with that hitch in your shot.
Look,
like what he got.
They didn't work on that. Again,
A lot of people do
Yeah,
And you know what else about Clint Capela? He ain't had a shit to his damn game, bro. He the same player that we got from Houston.
Hey, but tell me what's wrong with this.
He's trying to add something with that reverse, and y'all mad.
What he do different, Sean? What he do different?
Clint wasn't gonna do that different. He's a big that rebound and defend.
If he was the same player from Houston, we wouldn't be having this
more than what he's
conversation.
capable of doing, man. That's
If
all.
he was the same player from Houston, we would not be having this conversation.
All right, tell me what's wrong with this then.
Yeah, we would.
We get Sarr. And then we trade Clint and O for Ayton. What's wrong with that?
Hey, Mary, get off that Ayton thing, bro. We ain't getting that soft dude. Come on. No.
If he coming off the bench, I do it.
Mary.
I'm serious.
I don't like Ayton, but if he coming off the bench, then I do it.
Ayton is better than Clint.
At the start.
Do what we need him to do. He's the number one job. When you start putting,
I'm not paying him all that money.
When you start putting
Ayton
your
is not that
number
guy.
on the team, you
all
don't
that
play
money.
better.
Just tell me what's wrong with it. Tell me what's wrong with it.
Now,
I'm not paying him all that money, Mary. That's what's wrong.
What's wrong with Ayton?
So
I'm not paying him all that money.
Don't worry about it. Landry said wrestlers don't let him spin.
They've been saying it for how many years? Kool-Aid.
Let's spend this money, y'all.
White just said he'll believe it when he sees it.
Kool-Aid. Hold on, real quick, Kool-Aid. After wrestler said that Tony would let him spin, the very next sentence out of his mouth was, "If I present a plan that he likes."
Guess what that plan is? The plan with the players that he feels they're gonna take us to a championship. He will spend. Why would you spend money on something that's not going to get you a championship?
But that means he doesn't have free will to spend. He has free will to spend if Tony likes what he presents. That's it.
I understand that.
And okay, hey, Kool-Aid, something else. When he presents it to him, how is he going to be able to say whether it is a good buy or not? He don't know nothing about no basketball in order to say this, that, or other about what that man brings to him.
So you just said, you don't tell me if he go get Ayton and he get BI on this team and it put us over luxury tax.
Explain to me how I'm getting both of
and we have those players on the team. And so
y'all just want to put 5 fucking superstars on the team.
The team that's gonna take us to a championship. You don't tell me wrestler won't agree with that.
Wrestler, my
hold
question
on, we
is,
don't think he will sign JJ. You don't think he will sign JJ when his contract come up?
Wrestler look, my only problem with this is that is Rustler a person who knows enough about basketball talent, about basketball strategy, about basketball period to be submitting something to in order to have a quality opinion on what it is that you need to do or don't do? And my
at the end of the day, it's his money, so you got to submit it.
Positively, positively not.
Landry is not making this decision all by himself. He said he had a staff. He gonna go through this with a board of staff.
What these folks keep saying, bro? Results. What are results? They can y'all be killing.
You got to get to the results, man. You gotta let people do their thing to get to the results. You're not gonna get to the results until the thing is paid for and bought for, man. How you gonna do results if you don't let the man shop?
When the last time we got results? Real results.
Let him shop.
When we last time we got real results? Come on.
Well, when we go get A and we sign JJ and we get BI and we sign Trey.
Please ask him. Kool-Aid, hold on. We have a question.
What was John's question, Kool-Aid? What was the question that was asked to you? What did he ask you?
What did you ask, John?
Well, Kool-Aid was defending his point, but see, this is the thing. Kool-Aid, this is my question. Even if Landry Fields said, "Hey, I want this,"
okay, I got
you give it to the owner.
Kool-Aid.
Does the owner know enough to be able to make a quality decision, yay or nay?
So
And
what would you?
I
So
would say,
Kool-Aid,
yeah,
what would you
my
talk?
question is
What
no,
would
he
you talking
won't.
about?
No, he won't. No, he won't. Most owners don't know basketball. They what they do, they take their money and they hire the people that they think they should know to do that work for them. That's why they hire them.
So
When
that's
they
what we're
hire
saying.
the management, they hire the management to do the job.
But see,
Most
this the
owners
problem.
don't know
Kool-Aid,
basketball.
but this
You
is
ain't
the
gonna tell me
problem,
that all these
Kool-Aid.
owners know anything about
That's the whole
basketball.
Kool-Aid.
But see, this is
Kool-Aid.
the problem,
Hey,
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid,
Now
that's the
you
whole
remember,
point of having a president of basketball. That's his job.
and the president of basketball is somebody that should never have been hired into the job.
And so who's our president of basketball?
His son.
His son.
No, his son is like the
Yeah, I
grand
think
the grand assistant something. He got
No,
some-
no, no, no.
Supposedly,
Isn't he
supposedly.
president of
His son is
basketball
the backstabber.
Isn't his son president of basketball operation?
No, he
I don't think so.
title, but you know that's
Hold on. What do you mean by
Landry.
that, Foot? Hold on. What do you mean by that, Foot?
What mean by what?
He's a backstabber. What do you
Well,
mean?
you
by
know,
that?
hey, we finna go. We don't have.
All of them. You don't know this?
We know what happened. We know what happened with the front
Well,
office.
no.
Ain't that right, Bryce? Ain't that right, Bryce?
Hey, don't be trying to put Bryce in there. Fool.
Yeah, I can't put him in there. We know what happened with the front office.
Don't the hell. Hey,
No, Bryce,
We know about
we're
the
not
cool.
going,
We know about the cool with the gyms
no.
and Landry taking that.
We
know.
want you working tomorrow. We don't want you all up in there.
We
See,
know
that
we know
right
where
there.
all that from. I know
Look,
he can't speak on it.
Yo,
Yeah,
Landry
careers.
is the president of basketball operations too.
who's
Hey
that?
man, Tony
Landry.
Russell make this. Hold on, that consultant make the decision. That new guy we hired, that's who make the decision.
Hey,
Oh,
Darren, repeat what you said, Darren. I didn't hear you.
I'm looking at it right now. Landry is president of basketball operations.
Landry Field. Now, who?
He's the
Okay,
vice.
what
vice.
is Rustler's title?
Nick Wrestler is the vice, right?
Yeah, he like the vice chairman to the president of the Hawks.
Advisory to the bullshit.
There you go.
No. Give what is his official title per the Hawks, please?
Landry?
No.
Nick.
Nick. Let me see.
Yeah, I told you he like special envoy to the president, something like
I
that.
thought that was Puffy. That's Puffy K.
No, Puffy.
He on the money side.
He just
So
run the
Nick
TV part.
Nick is the principal advisor to the governor.
Yeah, I know something like that.
So say to his daddy. Say his daddy.
His dad just made a position so he could pay his son. That's all.
No. Who's the governor?
Tony.
Tony Russell.
Tony, the owner.
No,
The owner is the governor.
No,
The owner is the governor. Yes, that's how that works.
They changed that during the whole Black Lives
Do
Movement
they
stuff.
have a governor there?
The
In
governor
between
is
him?
another name for the owner. That's the name for the owner.
That's all.
No.
Right,
It
right.
is.
Help him out. Help him out.
John, they changed
These
it. They
people
changed it like
are
5 years ago.
included as the Falcons. These people
No.
are as screwed up as the Falcons.
So Tony Wrestler is owner and governor of the Atlanta Hawks.
I told you that.
Owner and
It's
governor.
another word.
And
Go,
governor, and
wow.
president,
I
and
just had
CEO,
to hear it. I just had
and
to hear it.
boss
'Cause
bitch.
see, I
He
thought
all
that-
of it.
and
John,
they
owner sounds kind of racist, so they changed it to governor.
that's what they did, Pharaoh.
Yes, you remember during the whole Black Lives Movement and like what's going on?
Pharaoh.
They don't want to be like an owner.
Hey, that's like if you go. That's like if you go look for a house right now. They don't call them. Master bedroom.
Pharaoh.
Yeah, oh, they changed all this shit around the same time.
Wait, what do they call it now? Darian, what do they call it now?
Primary suite.
It's
Primary
not
suite?
master. What the hell? I think they call it like main suite or something like that.
Yeah, it's not master bedroom anymore.
For what?
Like if you go look at a house, if you're trying to buy a house, they don't call it master bedroom.
Because master is racist, allegedly.
I ain't never thought about
Hold on, when they changed
that.
that, bro?
It's the master. I never thought about that. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Here's
thought
why
they
it's
still
called
had master bedrooms, and
When
that's
they
the
changed
biggest bedroom in the house. I thought
for
that
master.
was the only reason.
Because
they
that's
called
where
it
the
master
master
bedroom.
stays.
So when did they change that?
Oh,
That
so a
changed.
long time ago they used to bring the
They
slaves.
changed
Within the past 4 or 5 years.
They changed it a couple of years ago. For
Hey man, Zillow still call it master bedroom. Let me look.
All right,
Yeah.
family. I'm about to end the stream, man. My garage is kicking in like a mug, bro.
I got it, Damon. Go on, stay in the garage. Go.
Hey, salute to Bryce for tapping in, hanging out with us
Hey,
today,
appreciate
man.
it, Bryce.
Hey,
Yeah, appreciate it, Bro.
Matt gonna do an interview with Bryce, man. Y'all stay tuned for that.
Say it again now.
Matt gonna do an interview with Bryce. I think it's Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember.
We're doing it.
I don't know if y'all got something locked in. I know he reached out to you and whatnot.
When
so
is
y'all
this,
stay tuned for that. Hey, Bryce, tell everybody where they can see your pod and all your other stuff, and type your social in the chat just in case they can.
Yes, sir. Y'all can catch me. I do Hawks content. Believe in Hawks for the Believe Podcast Network. If y'all want to go check that out. Did that podcast for the first time this year. So if it's easy to search, just Believe in Hawks, and we'll run it from there. Also do Falcons content as well. I got some plans for that. Hoping to be at Falcons training camp this year. That's the plan. So, and then obviously just covering the team throughout, getting people on, things of that nature. All this is under Brycey_2K. You can follow me on Twitter, also my YouTube as well, or Brycey2K Sports, either one that you want to find. And yeah, so
hey, Bryce,
follow me anywhere you want and conversate about Hawks, Falcons, whatever.
Bryce, you
hold on, goddamn, John. Hold on, John, you gonna let them
I want to suggest some therapy for him because he's just a glutton for punishment, covering the Falcons and the Hawks. Good grief, man!
You do
this
the
is one
same
that
thing.
ain't suicidal.
It's not.
You
that
do
bad,
the same
man.
thing,
It's
John.
not that bad at all.
Yeah, all right.
And I'm barely hanging on.
My bad. Did you finish, Bryce?
Yeah, I'm good to go.
Hey man, one time for Bryce, man. Hey, so how you enjoy yourself up here? Without
Y'all show Bryce some love, man. Yeah, my bad. I'm in the garage, Bryce. I ain't on top of the game right
I got you, Demond. We're gonna keep it up. Oh well, we're gonna go in the background. So how you like it, Bryce?
Hey man, it's conversation, man. We just talking shit about our team, man. We just saying all types of stuff. It's funny, entertaining. It's sometimes informational. I listen, man. I always love any platform like this, man. Great conversation. I'm big into conversation, so
I'm come back next time. I need you to talk more. You gotta learn, get in where you fit in.
Yeah, man. We can yell
I got you.
It's a space table in here. Space.
Hey, where are you from originally, Bryce?
Originally from Fayetteville, Georgia.
Oh Lord,
Fayetteville.
Yeah,
You're not far. But don't claim Atlanta because you're not in Atlanta.
I'm dead. I mean, I don't live there. I don't live in Georgia currently right now. I'm in South Carolina, but
oh hell.
What part?
This nigga said, "Oh hell."
Oh, okay.
What part?
Not too far.
What part of South Carolina?
Greenville.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been around a little bit since I do news as my day job. So I was in Kentucky the last 2 years, and then I just moved to South Carolina this year for another job. Goal is to get into sports full time. That is passion, and that's what I want to do. So that's why I do what I do for my YouTube. I do on social, try to make connections in the industry, things of that nature. But also, if I can help content creators, grow their stuff, add to the platform, whatever. I'm big into that too, because I'm big to helping everybody grow. We all trying to do the same thing. We love our team, and obviously the opportunities could come where we can make money off of it too. So,
shout out to you.
I try to do what I can, really, man.
Shout out to you for doing the executive hard, man.
Salute to that, man. Hey, let's go around the room. You got anything, Foot?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say this again. Like Mary said, I hate Trae Young now. I don't hate Trae Young. I'm looking at this from a business perspective. Again, y'all got to understand me. I've been watching the Hawks since I was a little pup in 1977, 78.
You mean 65, 60?
So whatever. So for me, I went through the Dominique issue with trading him. I coach the game. I understand the game. So I'm talking from a business. Y'all got to stop being emotional about these players. All right. Stick with the facts. Stop with the get along, go along game foolishness. All right. But again, I'm looking for value. I'm looking to make this team better. Longer. Pause. For y'all say the damn thing.
Yeah, no Diddy. Yeah, you better know Diddy that much.
And see what I got to deal with Bryson.
See that? You can't even.
I didn't know what that pause was for damn near half.
Until I came here.
Yeah. So I'm done. Look, man. Look. Let's get this team better. I'm tired of this mid crap. Let's win.
You got anything, Darian? With your tight ass pants on?
Pause.
Y'all didn't see when he stood up?
Hey man, what are you looking at that?
Sports,
Man?
man.
Yeah, what? Okay, man, no Diddy. Damn shit.
Yo, I can't wait
got,
to see.
Darian?
I can't wait to see Sarr and JJ in the open court.
There you go.
What you got, Kool-Aid?
Man, I am so ready to see this team with Sarr, man, and Trey. And hey, Landry, go spend that money.
Hey,
Go
Kool-Aid.
spend that money, Landry.
Let's keep it at 30 seconds, Kool-Aid. I know you like to talk.
That's it. I'm through, man. Spend that money, Landry. That's it.
Oh, snap. What you got, Pharaoh?
Ready to see Sarr and give me a bag of Doritos, open Doritos too for Hunter.
I didn't understand nothing you just
Y'all know
said.
how I feel about it.
Cool Rancher,
Get that
Cool
on.
Rancher, nacho cheese, bro. Cool Rancher, nacho cheese.
Doritos
Purple
for
bag,
who?
purple bag,
For who?
purple bag. I can't think of what flavor it is right
The sweet and spicy or
What do
whatever.
you
Yeah,
get
I like
what do you get Doritos for?
I'm a classic guy myself. Give me
Hunter.
Cool Ranch, baby.
For Hunter?
It could be half a bag over already eaten.
Oh, you said okay. I was like, Doritos. What are you talking? Who we on now? What's good for show? What you got?
Bring me Brandon. Bring me Sarr, and we'll make it happen. Get free DJ off the team. Free DJ out the trenches. Free DJ from the bluff. Send that nigga back to fucking Seattle for all the fucks I give. Get that nigga fuck up out of here.
What you got, John?
Tangu coming up. What's up? Go ahead.
I don't trust them.
Tangu's supposed to stay in the back, foot.
Oh, my bad.
Tangu!
My boy tells you in a minute.
Right now,
We'll
boy.
get
He
it
lit
in
like
the
a
back,
mug
in
right
the
now.
back.
Man, Tangu, both of Tangu's eyes is in one socket.
Come on, what you got, John?
Hey, I don't trust these people. Y'all already y'all already ready for the person that we need to get. I got to wait until I see them call his name and he goes up and holds up the Hawks jersey and say, whatever. See, I'm waiting. I do not trust these people.
If you don't trust him, you could do like Luke and trade him after he put the hat on.
Hey, they might have 3 hats up there.
And if they do that, I'll be right there in Fulton County Jail. What you got, Marion?
I think this is a great time for us to make a move that's going to help our franchise for years to come, and that is by drafting Sarr. I was watching the combine. I was watching what happened at the combine, and Topic got hurt. So I hope that takes him off of our picture.
Never should have been on it. Continue.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm waiting to visit this place where Foot lives, where all point guards can get 10 assists per game.
Oh, here we go. I ain't said nothing about that. Y'all don't listen.
All right, family. Hey, man, salute to everybody who tapped in. Salute to the chat. Salute to everybody on the panel, man. We appreciate the support that y'all be showing us, man. And I'm gonna be after the stream, I'm gonna be backstage if y'all want to come backstage and talk some shit, and I can just do what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Bryce, did
you know what I mean? Huh?
Did Bryson say something? This is parting shots?
Yeah, he went first.
Oh, okay. Shit.
I know how to. Come on, Foot. You
He ain't no rookie in this, Foot. Demond do this. He could do it Demond could do this shit in and out of the garage.
You think that's how I'm gonna treat a guest in and out of the
garage?
And I'm in the garage. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you sinking too, Demond.
I'm about to be right with Ted. Listen, that's why I'm ready to end this show, because I'm about to be right with Ted. Did you see Ted's face?
Yeah,
that's how my face about to be.
Yeah.
That's how I'm about to be. But
hey,
no,
man, y'all smash that like button. Y'all get
man.
up here, man. Smash that like
we ain't gonna have a show tomorrow, but we will have one the following day.
Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday. and then we're gonna try to do one on Sundays leading up to the draft. Yeah, so about 2 shows.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
End
we're
the
gonna
show.
try to do 2 a week, gang. Y'all let me
Hey,
know
we're
if
gonna
y'all
be
want them in the
background help the ones who want
afternoon,
to
the
come join us.
evening. You want them in the morning? Let me know so we can set it up, man. You feel me? Oh, we got some merch coming too, man. If y'all didn't know, we got a logo. My guy did it. He just doing the finishing touches. I'm gonna put it up here when it's all completed. Shit is fire. I can't even front. But that's all I got, man. Hey, we backstage. Here go the link. Y'all know how we get down, man. It's the link backstage. Show putting something that can't nobody see. But Albatross. What is that? Albatross?
Montross?
Halliburton. Not gonna look at that. But salute to y'all, man. We backstage if y'all want to hang out, man.
He
Peace.
can't see. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't.